Hey, hi friends. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm in Azure. Hope you all are doing good and safe wherever you are. So today's agenda is all about the using Key Vault in Azure Data Factory service. So how to secure your connection strings, or if you have some kind of uh, connection strings that you don't want to expose in your linked service inside Azure Data Factory, then you can store it in the Key Vault. So Azure Key Vault is a Microsoft managed service which is meant to save your connection strings or any kind of secrets, any kind of configuration values, and you can use them in the of you can use them in the applications or else in different services inside Azure. So I'm going to show you how to create an Azure Key Vault and how to save some secret inside the Key Vault and how to use that secret in Azure Data Factory service. So let's get start with the demo straightly. Hope you are able to see my screen, and let me start with creating the resource group. So my resource group, I'm going to name it I'm in Azure, and I'm choosing the location and create. So this will create me a resource group. So right now I don't have anything inside this resource group. So I'm going to create a data factory service, uh, data factory, so that I can show you how to use this key vault inside a data factory. So actually I need a key vault as well. So I will show you that as well. So let me first create this data factory service. So I'm going to name it as dev ADF factory service, and git configuration to be configure later and create. I just kept the rest of the things to be default values so that this data factory is available publicly also. So I haven't touched anything in the network configuration of data factory service. So this is completed. Let's go to that resource group. It will appear in a minute. Meanwhile, let's create the key vault as well, which we're gonna use inside the ADF service. Okay, so I'm going to name this key vault as, again, let's use key vault dev. Oh, this is already used. Okay, I believe this won't be used, and okay, here also I'm not touching anything. I'm just changing the region. Then I'm fine with the standard pricing tier. Access policies, I have my name so that I can go and see all the secrets, keys, certificates inside this key vault. Then networking, it is available through public endpoint. Tags I'm not going to add now. Review and create. So let's create this as well. So the deployment started. So you see this ADF service is created. What I need is I need a storage account as well so that I can use it inside my ADF service. So let's use that. So I'm going to name it as I'm in Azure Dev STR and Central India. Yeah, again in the networking, I'm going to put it as available in a public way, and let's create this as well. So what? So the services we have created till now is an ADF, then a key vault, then a storage account. So inside ADF, I'm going to create a pipeline, which is very basic again, a copy activity, which will copy data from one blob to another. So for this blob connection, I'm going to use the storage account which we have created, and I'm going to save this connection string of this storage account inside the key vault. So that's the idea, so that I'm not going to expose what storage account I am using in the key vault in the ADF service. So what we need here is we want to use this connection string. Let's go to this access keys, show keys, and copy the connection string, and we're gonna save it inside the key vault. So in this secrets, generate name of the secret that you want to put. So I'm going to give it as dev str connection string, and value I'm going to put. Let's activate this and create. So you see, I'm able to see the connections, sorry, the secret that I have created here. So I'm able to see here just because of this access policy. I have my name here with the permissions that I can see all the keys, secrets, and certificates. So you need to have your name inside this access policy. Then only you will be able to access these secrets or keys. So I will show you why am I explaining this in the further video. When I go to this, so I have this connection string inside this keyword. So it just I have to use it in the ADF. So let's create a very basic pipeline. So inside pipeline, copy activity, I have to choose. So I have the copy activity and the source and destination. So I need two data sets. Okay, so just before creating these data sets, if I go to data set, it will ask me for a linked service. So let's say we want to use this. And if you see here, it's gonna ask me for a linked service. And when I go here, it will ask me for the connection string where I have to choose the subscription and the connection and the storage account I want to use. See, if you are using the what is that? If you are using SQL Server as a linked service, then you have to select the subscription, then the SQL Server, then the you have to provide the login and password. Similarly, here you have to pass the storage account name. So the end user or whoever comes into this pipeline, they will be able to know what kind of storage account, what kind of SQL Server, or what is the login username for the SQL Server. That details they can be easily see. So in order to avoid that, you can use the Azure Key Vault where you need to create a linked service for the AKV, which is Azure Key Vault first. Then you can pass the secrets here. So to show all this, what I will do is I will create a uh, Key Vault related linked service. You can actually create it directly from here. I can create from here, which is new. So this will pop up a window for the new service for Azure Key Vault. So let's create a Key Vault service. I am going to use a managed identity method, and I have to select the subscription and the Key Vault name, which Key Vault I am interested in. So this is my Key Vault. So if you see here a managed identity, This is the identity of the Azure Data Factory. So we need to use this actually. Let's copy this and actually test it first, and then we're gonna create this. Okay, so the connection is successful, created. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use that uh, linked service inside this Azure Blob Storage. So I have selected this here and secret. So I have to copy the secret value. So for that, we need to put the name of the secret, what we have given here. So I'm going to use this and put it here. So right now I have done this. So let's just try to test this first and see what is the error we are seeing. So this is the connection failed. So as I mentioned earlier, this Q Vault has, sorry, this ADF service doesn't have permissions to use this key vault what we have created. That is the message that you're gonna see here as well. It says the error message is the group or application whatever it is doesn't have secret get permission. So this this service, which is our ADF service, doesn't have the permissions to get the secrets. That's what it is mentioning. So what we need to do is we need to add this data factory related managed service inside the access policy of the key vault. So to do that, what we can do is let's create this first, and we can create the data set later, but cancel this for now. And if you go to your linked services, you will be able to see two linked services, one for the blob and one for the key vault. When you go inside this key vault, if you have this managed identity, you can just copy this and you can add it inside access policies. So I'm going to give all the permissions for now. Let's select the service principal. So here it is. So what is the service principal is this whenever you create this managed, whenever you create this data factory, a system assigned service principal will be created for this ADF service that I'm going to show you inside Azure Active Directory. So let me just add this first, then I will show you that. So I have added it here, and let's just save this. So to see this system defined managed service of your ADF, you can just go to Azure. I hope this is saved. Yeah, this is done. So what you can do is Azure Active Directory, then Enterprise Applications. Just go for all and search for this. So you will be able to see it here. So this is your object ID, what you see here, which is 691FA something. So that is the object ID that will be created whenever you create the ADF service. This is again system defined. So whenever you delete this, it will be automatically deleted. When you delete the ADF pipeline, this system defined will be automatically deleted. So that is fine. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and test this connection now. That is the blob connection. So we have given the connection string and sorry, the secret name, and let's try to test this now. So this time this has to be successful as we have added our ADF related managed service inside the key vault access policies. So the connection is successful now. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create two data services. So sorry, data sets. Azure Blob. For now, let's just select this source DS, and the linked service we're gonna use is Azure Storage. So let's just go and create some containers inside this storage account. So I will create two, which is source and destination. So inside source, I'm going to put some file so that we can test it with the run. Yeah, I'm going to put some sample file. So let's just save this. So you see the file is uploaded to the source container. Now let's go to this and let's browse for that. So you see, you will be able to see the containers. So I believe it just failed because we have to refresh this. Let's just refresh. Okay, let's just come back and try again. Okay, source ds, the linked service is plop, and go to this now. See, here you are able to see this. So we haven't provided anywhere, like in the linked service, we haven't provided what is the storage account we're gonna use. It just we put it in this Azure Key Vault, but it's still able to collect that data and you able to see your containers. So that is how basically you can use. But let's just test this. So let's save and let's create one more data service for the destination as well. Sorry, data set, just slipping from my mouth. Okay. Okay, let's name this as destination ds, and we're going to use the same linked service, and the container name we're going to use destination. Click OK. Yeah, that's all. We have this data sets defined. Let's add it in the source and destination now. So the data set is source ds and the destination is destination ds. So I have this ready. So just to confirm you back again. Now, if you see here inside this Azure Blob storage, I haven't mentioned anywhere the connection string. So that is how you can use actually the secret. So whenever you want to change the storage account, you can directly go to this Azure Key Vault and you can change it directly there. So let's just publish all this. We have the pipeline, then the data sets and the two linked services. Let's just publish them. And once this is published, I will show you by triggering this. So to make sure that we can use the key vault, I will create one more storage account and use that storage account's connection string inside the key vault and show you that we are not going to touch this pipeline anymore. Let's just run this and see first. So when you go to monitor section, so this is in progress. Let's go to that destination file. Okay, for now it is nothing showing up. Let's just refresh. Okay, now it is succeeded. So you will be able to see the file that we have uploaded. See that file. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one more storage account. Uh, Storage account. So my idea is just to show you that I'm not going to touch the linked service that I have created earlier. So this time I'm going to give it as dev str account 1. Let's just Central India and create this. So inside the storage account again, I need those containers. So I will create them as well. So let's give a couple of minutes here. So just to let you know, I just missed to explain you this point. So if you go here inside the keyword, sorry, not this keyword. If you go inside the Azure Blob Storage Link Service, we haven't mentioned anything related to the version of our secret. So it's gonna use the latest one if we left the blank. This I'm just explaining you because we're gonna add the new connection string to the same keyword with the same secret name. So that will have the latest value. So that latest value will be used here. I hope. Okay, so I have the storage account here. So what I need is I need the connection string. Oh, sorry. Before that, let me create this container and upload the file. So this again going to source and destination, and inside source I'm going to upload some file just to test the pipeline again. So let's upload this file. Upload. Yeah, so we have this file here in the source container, and if I go to destination container, right now I don't have anything. So what I need here is I need the connection string of this new storage account created. So for that I can just go to access keys, show keys, and copy the default connection, and I'm going to update the value in the secret. So let's go to this and new version and add this new secret, and let's create this. So if you see this now, this is enabled. So you have this older value, which is your older storage account. Now this is the latest one. So this is in enabled state. So let's try to run this pipeline again and see if we're gonna have this copy activity done and have the file copied to this new destination. Oh, I think it will fail because the one thing we did is when we are copying this inside the source, we have given the inside this data set, actually source data set, we have this file path as a subdata txt. So actually we need that file only with the same name. So it's my mistake. Let me just correct that. So inside source, I am supposed to copy the same file, not this one. So let's just delete this first and upload the same file. Nope, this is that file. Yeah, so I have that file name exactly matching. So inside destination, I don't have anything right now. So let's just run this pipeline now and see. If you notice, I haven't changed anything inside the pipeline. Uh, Not the linked surveys, nothing in data sets, nothing. So let's just run this and go to monitor section. Let's just refresh and see. So once this copy activity is done, we will be able to see the file in the destination of the new storage account. Yeah, this is succeeded. Let's go and refresh this. You see this file is copied here and we haven't touched anything. It just we have used Azure Key Vault to store our connection strings, and the same Azure Key Vault we have used it in the linked service. So that's all I have for today. Hope you like the content that I have shared, and I hope this will be useful in your upcoming projects or the projects that you have in your current organization. So uh, what I expect from you is I just need some boost up from you. So please subscribe my channel and hit that notification icon so that you will get all the notifications whenever I post new videos, and do like and share this content so it will be helpful to others as well. And the last thing I would like to mention is if you have any questions on the video that I have created, or if you are facing any kind of issues, or if you have some kind of feedback and you want to share that with me, please add that in the comment section. I will be reading those details. If you need any help, I will be answering there, and if you have any feedbacks, I will correct myself. So that's all I have for today. So hope you understand, and catch you some other time. Bye bye. Thank you.